Hey guys, today is day 156. I actually didn't think that I would be doing my video like this, but I'm headed to the grocery store right now and we have some time to speak. So I just want to talk about a couple things. We weren't able to do the 5-month review. That's Nino and I, because we had that scheduled for today, but I ended up hurting my neck a couple days ago when I was going to the gym, and so it's around this area here. I just don't feel that comfortable. I can't lay down. I pulled something and I'm gonna take it easy for the next couple days. I took some Advils and hopefully this will pass. And it's crazy because my weight right now is it's verging from 164.8 to 165 last time I checked. This little review here is going to be a mixture of this week's recap and last month's review as well. So it'll be a mixture of the both, because I feel like nothing has changed from last month to this month, except for the fact that my weight has increased by a couple pounds. The last video that I made, it was pretty obvious that the first 3 weeks to the 4th week, there was a drastic change in weight increase. I jumped 2 pounds out of nowhere from 1 week to the next. And for a lot of you, that might be curious. And if I was a little more structured with the way I planned it out, it wouldn't have been like that. I would have gained that weight steadily. The way I see it is, I wasn't using MyFitnessPal. For me, it takes another 20 minutes to log everything in that planner a day, and it's partially because I'm lazy. It has a lot to do with the fact that I don't want to put the time in. This last month, I've been just trying to wrap my head around finding time to edit and put these videos together, so that has been an issue. But anyways, because I wasn't able to maintain this structure, I never really increased or decreased until the last week, where I said, okay, you know what, these calories are going to mean something. So I took a couple extra meals, whether it was lentils and tempeh or extra beans, and I would increase by a couple hundred calories. That's pretty much what happened in those 4 weeks. And on the last week, my sister got to see my diet, and she noticed that I hadn't been eating a lot of vegetables. And that actually surprised me, because I hadn't even thought about that for a while, because I had my onion blend. I was getting ginger, onion, carrots, orange, apple, turmeric, tomato. I was getting all of that, and I was getting my fair share of nutrients from that. So I noticed that throughout this time, I haven't been drinking that as often. And I think it really does take a toll, because you should get your nutrients every day. So we'll pick it up again in a little bit, but for now I'm gonna head to Trader Joe's and pick up some ingredients, or pick up some extra food that I have that I need to get for the rest of the week again. Okay, so you have the bananas, the spinach, the tempeh, the mangoes, the soy milk, some beans to last me for the rest of my meal for today, because I didn't get to finish my servings of beans because I didn't make my beans this week. I put them in, I just ate canned beans this week. I have lentils and bananas. But from what you guys can see there, you can tell that from the beginning of the series to now, I'm still dealing with a lack of concern to the environment when it comes to buying things that are environmentally friendly. I didn't get bags. I always bring the cart out, but it seems to me like Trader Joe's is just the simplest, easiest way to get my products, and I haven't changed that. Going vegan in general is a pretty good way to help the environment, in that the actual production of meat means that you have to feed and provide water to these animals, give them food as well, and so there's a lot of water that's used for every small portion of meat you eat. So in a lot of ways, not eating meat is a good thing for the environment. But again, one of my concerns in the beginning of this series was to actually eat a lot less of these packaged foods. Yet here I am buying so many packaged foods for daily use. One of the things I need to do is, when I see a problem, I need to actually deal with it, and I haven't been able to do that, and I don't do that. It's kind of pathetic in a way that I want to make these changes, but I'm not even really putting 110% effort into doing that. But again, you know, the weight is the thing that I have the most concern on, yet even that is a problem sometimes. Okay, so yeah, the waste, the plastic waste is an issue that I want to deal with, and I still haven't to a certain extent in a lot of ways. My fitness app is really one of my biggest concerns right now, because with this dieting, I would definitely be on top of it with the use of that tool. It helps me find out where my calories, what my calorie intake is on a daily basis, as long as I correctly log everything, and then it tells me how much more I need to increase based on the weight that I want to reach. Going back to the veggies, I need to start taking those veggies more seriously and drinking the onion juice, or finding time to eat a salad every once in a while, because I'm not doing that either. And I mean, it's funny because a lot of people think that vegetarians or vegans eat a lot of salad, yet in my life I find myself eating more protein-rich foods, carbohydrates, and fatty foods more than I do eat any salad at all. On another note, my cousin also just introduced me to something called calcium ascorbate, which is another form of vitamin C. So vitamin C is very good for you. You can go look up the benefits of vitamin C and find out what those are. I'm sorry for the very wonky type of video today. It's just that this content is necessary. It's important to the series, and if you really did want to follow along, this content provides a lot of context the last month. If you guys had a lot of questions about it, then hopefully this helps. Basically, this last week, if we want to start talking about that, is that my friend Kurt and I really have started going to the gym more regularly, and last week it was 5 days in a row, and I went 6 times to the gym last week, including one time with Nino, and this week we went 4 times. Even with my bad neck, we couldn't finish yesterday because it was just too much pain for me. But anyways, in the last 2 weeks, I've been going to the gym with Kurt. When you have someone who can rely on you and you rely on them to get something done, I will tell you that it makes a serious difference in your ability to get these things done. Prior to having a gym partner, because Nino and I couldn't go at the same times all the time, I thought that 11 o'clock was way too late and unrealistic and was asking of too much of me to do. So when I'm on my own, I felt like 11 o'clock was way too late. It's just a person who you can rely on who can do these things with you, that really makes a difference. And Kurt doing this with me not only helps me, but it helps him too to reach his goals, because we're doing a lot of cardio. He wants to lose some fat. I want to lose some of those calories. I want to burn them off. This neck injury, I have a feeling that it has to do with the squat that we were doing on Monday. I did a squat and I guess I lifted my head too high, and I noticed the feeling of pain the next day. I didn't even feel it that day. But you have to be really careful whenever you're at the gym. I know this thing is everywhere, but there's just a bunch of stuff that I have to say, and hopefully it makes sense to you guys. Hopefully you guys wanted to watch, but you know, this is all the stuff that I think is important to putting on the series. We're almost there. I am about at 167. I just am 3 pounds off. I wanted to get to 167 already, but you know, we'll be there soon. So for my VLNF and the 365 documentary series, this is Aaron Lanuza, and like, subscribe, and comment below if you have anything to say, especially about the vitamin C, that calcium acerbate. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next video.